There they are. What is happening, guys? Adam McKola TV's Aftermath live, and we are live. How are you guys doing? Slowly but surely, all the numbers are going to start rising now, and people will start jumping in, and we'll get about 100 to 200 people in here. If the last streams are anything to go by, thank you for hitting us up in the comments. Mohammed, Agil, OAP, Mysteries, AK, Simon, Gerardo, Tafara, Anka, Akon, everyone, Michael, Chelsea, what's going on, Gerardo? Michael, morning? It's not morning, it's 3 p.m, god damn it. I know my voice sounds all croaky and stuff. Calzone, I know you love a bit of the fingering, mate. Wild. Right. Yeah, it's about time the video goes live, as Devang says. We got people in Hong Kong. We got people. AK, get out. Just get out now. It's too early for this, as some said. It's morning for some. Can't be talking about fingering in the morning. What's going on there? Right then, the numbers are climbing. Man United beat Wigan yesterday 4-0. I said it was going to be 4-0, didn't I? It's always 4-0 against Wigan. Always 4-0 against Wigan. What do you mean I've been on a session for days? I have been on a session for days. We had Thursday, we had Hull. My voice went, had a few drinks, finished. Friday, went out with the lads. Whoa, voice gone, everything gone. Saturday, rested. Sunday, United, voice gone, everything gone. So I don't know why I'm still here talking. I've got to do this live now. So if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Yesterday we hit 28,000. Now we want to hit 30,000 as soon as possible. So thank you to everyone that has subscribed. Later on, around 7:15, I'll be live on Full Time Devils doing the draw. But here today on the Aftermath Live, we're going to talk about Manchester United 4, Wigan Athletic 0 in the FA Cup 4th round. United are through to the last 16. We'll find out our opponents in the last 16 a little bit later on today. But it was a great game for United yesterday. I say great, it wasn't great, but it was perfect pretty much. It was pretty much perfect. I had to make a list of all the things that made me happy yesterday. I had to make a list of all the things that made me happy. I will be at the Hull game on Wednesday. With or without a voice, I will be at that game. So, these are the things that made me happy. Anthony Marshall started, 2 assists. He could have had a goal towards the end. Gutted. Shaw started, did okay. Did look a little bit rusty, but he did okay. Bastian started, played well, scored. He scored. Bastian Schweinsteiger scored. Bastian Schweinsteiger scored. Bastian Schweinsteiger scored for Man United when we would have thought that would happen again. But Bastian Schweinsteiger scored. And then Jose Mourinho confirmed after the game that Bastian Schweinsteiger would stay at Manchester United for the rest of the season and would be included in that Champions League squad, but Europa League squad for the rest of the season. So he'll be in that for the San Etienne game. Ashley Young is off, unfortunately. That's not something that made me happy, but that is in my list. Ashley Young's off. So Jose played youth. Joe Pereira made his debut. Axel Tuanzebe made his debut. Fosu Mensah started. So there were so many things that made me happy yesterday. It was great to see Warren Joyce back at Old Trafford as well. After all his fantastic achievements with the club at under 23, under 21 level. Absolutely superb from Warren Joyce. And he had Wigan set up well. Up until that first goal, they were thoroughly in the game. They made it difficult for Man United. And that's one of the things I want to talk about today as well. You've seen the rusty start United had against Wigan. Is that because of the lack of rotation that has come before this game? We've played probably the same 15 to 16 players throughout a lot of this season. Was the rusty start to do with that? We are through to the 5th round. That's something that made me happy. And the best thing about yesterday, was that Joel Pereira got substituted on. Now, Axel Tuanzebe, he made his debut. That's great. But he may have been forced into that because of the Fosu Mensah injury. Fosu Mensah starting as well. Another thing on my happy list. And Jose brought Tuanzebe on. Great stuff. And then I think it was 3-0 at the time. He substitutes Sergio Romero for Joel Pereira. Now, he didn't have to do that. But he wanted to give someone their debut at home. And that is great stuff. Joel Pereira came from Belenenses. He was on loan there, doing very well on loan. And United brought him back here to be part of the team because Sam Johnston went out on loan. And now when Joel Pereira came back, he must have been thinking, I've come back here from being a first team footballer for Belenenses on loan, granted. He does want to be at Man United, granted. But he's behind Sergio Romero and David De Gea. So he must have thought, I am not going to get any football. It's going to be very unlikely if I even start a game or come off the bench. And then he comes off the bench to make his debut. That is great stuff from Jose Mourinho. Well done. Jack Brothwell, thank you for joining us, mate. Nigel, how are you doing? I love you too. That plastic mug is not here. James Mole's going to get blocked very soon. Too much talk like that. What's going on? James! Got something on your mind today, mate. Cillian's in the Trinidad region of the Caribbean. What a guy. I love the Caribbean. I would love to go back out there again. I need a holiday, man. I really do need a holiday. At the moment, I'm thinking about Italy, just a weekend away in Italy, because I've never been to actually like travel and stuff. I've been for football before, but I've never been to actually taste the city and get some of the cities. So I'm thinking of Rome or Milan or something like that. But yeah, I need a holiday ASAP. And when you like comment saying, "Oh, I'm from here and I'm from there," all these exotic hot places, it gets me angry. Anyway, let's get into the first topic of discussion today. Omid's in Brussels. Nice one, mate. And thank you for joining us. So first topic of discussion today, Romario's in Jamaica. What a guy. Right, first topic of discussion. Anthony Martial. He started yesterday, 2 assists, could have scored a goal towards the end. It was a decent finish. Bastian Schweinsteiger's high foot meant he was ruled out. And then Jose Mourinho said before the game, Anthony Martial plays well, he starts against Hull. So my question to you guys is, will he start against Hull? Will Anthony Martial start against Hull? Did he do enough yesterday to start against Hull? What do you guys think? Now, me personally, when he started through the middle, he wasn't great. I think that's partly because there was so much congestion in the middle of the park. The way that Wigan set up fantastically well, but it was like a block of 5, a block of 3, and it was very difficult to get in between those lines. And there's no wonder we struggled because of the way they played. But when Martial pulled out wide, that coincided with United playing a lot better. So it was nice to see Martial pull out wide and do well. And hopefully he does start against Hull. The 2 assists, decent crosses, very good crosses actually. One for Smalling, and then the other one with Mkhitaryan, which is a 1-2, and then Mkhitaryan followed the run into the box. So that was nice to see as well. And of course, we just need to get him playing, man. Because Anthony Martial, for me, is one of our best, brightest talents. We need to play him week in, week out. And my fear when Jose Mourinho came in, I think Jose's doing a fantastic job. One of my fears was people like Anthony Martial wouldn't get the chance to, play through their mistakes and stuff. People like Fosu Mensah, Luke Shaw, wouldn't get to play through their mistakes. We've seen his record with younger players in the past. But it does look like something has changed with him. And I think his treatment of Martial, his treatment of Mkhitaryan, his treatment of Luke Shaw has been spot on so far. He's been fair with everybody. When they play well, they play again. And he's been honest with players. When they don't play well, he lets them know. And providing there's nothing else going on in the background and everything that we hear is true from himself and from the players, then it's great to see that he's dragging the levels up as well. That's what you got to see. He's dragging these levels up. He's making players like Anthony Martial fight for their spot. Ishant says Jose knows Martial's a special player. And that's why I think he's challenged him a little bit more as well. Vikram, I saw that interplay between Mata and Martial. I retweeted a clip of it today. It was fantastic. But yeah, he is quality. And I'm glad Jose's seeing the quality in Anthony Martial. And Anthony Martial started yesterday. There was a lot of pressure on him to perform, even though it was against Wigan. He did perform. Obviously, it didn't start off great for him, but in the second half, he was a lot better. So, yeah, well done to Anthony Martial, and I hope he keeps his spot. Who do we want in the draw, says Jack. Blackburn away would be a good one. We get about 6k tickets, wouldn't we? That'd be a very good away. I wouldn't mind another away now, because we've had quite a few homes, haven't we? Maybe Lincoln away, Sutton away, or even Blackburn away. But we have had quite a lot of homes. But if we get a big team, let's say a Chelsea or an Arsenal, then I'd rather it be at home, because you want to go through in the cup. And I think at home we're favourites against those teams. Away from home, less so. So if we get someone like a Chelsea or an Arsenal or a Tottenham, I want to be at home against them guys. Right. Woke up this morning feeling fine. Ashley Young then. Bit of news from yesterday. Transfer news was Ashley Young could leave before the transfer window closes. Jose Mourinho confirmed that when he spoke about Bastian Schweinsteiger staying, fighting for his spot, being included in the Europa League squad because of the departure of Memphis and Morgan Schneiderlin. So there's gaps now. And Bastian is going to stay for at least the rest of the season. So what do we think about Bastian Schweinsteiger? Do we think he can take Michael Carrick's role in a rotation? Do you think he can play more games in the league for us? Or do you think he'll become just like a cup player, like what we've seen here? Plays against Wigan, will be involved in the Europa League squad, etc. So what do you think about Bastian Schweinsteiger staying? What do you think his role is at the club now that Jose said he's going to stay and he's going to be part of this Europa League squad? Am I 6'1", says Gillette? No, I'm 6'3"-ish. We don't need Young, says Joe. We don't need Young, says Joe. Nigel's still on the plastic mug. Basti should play all the cup games, says Shabam. Super Zach says replacement of Carrick. Marshall needed to score yesterday, says Gillette. He did score, didn't he? Like Jose, I didn't see the flag. AK, get out of town. Blind is the solution, says Tafara. Basti can now play in the Europa League. Jose has said he will put him in the Europa League squad. He was very rusty yesterday, says Jack. Basti's beautiful, says United fan. We need his experience as Anka. Cup player until he proves otherwise, says Tank Life. Bastian is a legend. Should play when Carrick is tired, says Massive Lad. So rotate him in a team, but I think he's more attacking than Carrick. Maybe him and Pereira could share being the 6 in a game and rotate, says Joe. Fair point. But I think if you replaced Pereira with Schweinsteiger, we'd miss that energy. Because I can totally see what you're saying in styles and the positions they occupy on the pitch. Like, Bastian's more likely to get forward than Carrick is, so I totally understand that. But I think Pereira offers those legs and that energy. It's not all he offers, but he does offer that as well. And I think if you took Pereira out and put Bastian in, it'd be visibly slower. I think we saw yesterday we had Bastian Schweinsteiger and Fellaini. It was so slow. So slow. It didn't make any sense how slow it was, and I think that was part of the fact that as to why we performed so badly yesterday in that first half, and we couldn't keep possession of the ball. We couldn't play the game we wanted to. Yes, Wigan were excellent and they set up well, back 5, back 4 and a 1 in front, and their wingers and their fullbacks got back all the time, and it was difficult to beat. But I think the midfield was part of that as well. It was really slow. It was very, very slow, and we had no one in there that could pick up the pace. Skenting, cheers for watching this Cheeky Sport podcast. Thanks for the comment, man. If you want to go and check that out after Rinse FM Cheeky Sport podcast on the Cheeky Sport channel. Is Martial ever happy? Go and check a picture of him celebrating with Bastian Schweinsteiger. I think there's a lot said about Anthony Martial and the way he looks and the way he is and that. When he was banging in goals for fun and he looked calm, everyone was like, look at him, he's calm, it's easy for him, he's a natural born killer and all that. And now when there's a little bit of rumours about him leaving and he looks calm, it's because he wants to leave apparently. Nah, man, the geezer's happy at United. He's playing his football. I think Jose's just giving him a challenge, and I hope he meets that challenge because he's a quality talent and he needs to be given more opportunities at this club. Darren says, I think Fosu's suited to a midfield role. It was great to see Fosu Mensah yesterday in the team. Fantastic talent. Is a player that I don't want to see ruined at Manchester United. And I hope he gets more opportunities. I hope he's not one of those that needs to go out on loan. Because I feel for me, Fosu Mensah is similar to Pogba at that age, where you can just tell that he's going to be class. You can tell he's going to be class. You don't need to send him out on loan. You just need to give him game time, in my opinion. So, yeah, man, I just wouldn't let go of Fosu, and I'd make sure we're giving him game time, because that's what he deserves. That's what he deserves. Someone keeps asking, where's Sutton? Where's Sutton? It's near London, I think. I don't know. It's near London, I think. I'm going to check for you. Yep, London Borough of Sutton, England. So that's where it is. Does Pogba make the play slow? He doesn't. Not in my opinion. What do you guys think? How many players do you think we will buy in the summer? 2 or 3? One of them being Griezmann. Yes, please. What about that counter-attack goal? It was a great goal, wasn't it? Throwback to old school United. I think the whole game was a throwback to like a Fergie day. It was a performance that started off not great. Got the first goal in the first half. Opposition crumbled. Opposition opened up a little bit. And United won comfortably. It was nice to see that, man. It was nice to go to a game and just be relaxed. Like, yes, we're winning. We're winning this game. Interesting stat that I'm going to find for you now. We tweeted it on United Road Pod yesterday. 1 second. So this stat, check out this stat, yeah. The draw's out tonight at 7:15. I'll be live on Full Time Devils for that. So go and check that out at 7:15. So look at this for a stat. United have scored 4+ goals in a game 6 times in 36 games under Mourinho. 2 more than they did in 103 games under Van Gaal. So in 36 games, we've scored 4+ goals 6 times, which in 103 games, we only managed to do 4 times. That's incredible. That's great stuff, that is. I'm really happy with that. Tahith Chong, he has picked up an injury. I've seen that earlier on today. I'm going to do a little bit of research on it for you now. But we'll keep the discussion going about yesterday's game. Indy Boonen versus Angel Gomez. I don't like to compare 2 young players. Let them play, man. Let them develop. They both got fantastic talent, though. And I think Angel Gomez is obviously one that stands out. But Indy Boonen's talented. Should we get Al-Shaarawy? Not in my opinion. Would we have won the league? We would have won the league with Liverpool, Chelsea's fixture list. That's philosophy for you. United only team in 4 competitions. What cups do you think will win? We are only in 4 competitions because I think we're in the Europa League and not the Champions League. It's easier, isn't it? But, so Tahith Chong. It just says he's out for a lengthy spell. The boss, Kieran McKenna, has said Tahith has sustained quite a serious knee injury, unfortunately. That's it. There's nothing else on it in terms of when he'll come back and stuff. Tuanzebe is a class act, and it's great to see. Sorry, who asked that? Tanclife asked about Tuanzebe. Axel Tuanzebe is a class act, a fantastic talent, and it's impressive that Jose Mourinho has continued to name drop him. We saw him play under Jose in Jose's first game against Wigan, funny enough, at the start of the season when we won 2-0. And Axel Tuanzebe played then, and then Jose kept name dropping him. And I thought Jose was going to include him in the first team squad. And obviously, he would have still been playing for the 23s because he would have needed to get game time. But I thought he would have been in the first team squad. And then he wasn't. And when Jose kept name dropping him, I was just waiting for him to get a chance. And luckily enough, he did get one yesterday. And he played well when he came on. But we need to see him at centre-half too. And I think it could be partly Jose laying down the gauntlet to the likes of Chris Smalling to say, look, we've got other young defenders coming through. You're not guaranteed of your place. But yeah, man, it was nice to see Tuanzebe involved, and I hope it continues in the near future. Sean Ginty, thank you for watching. What did you make of Martial yesterday? I thought he wasn't great. He wasn't great in the first half, but I don't think Manchester United were. We played better when he pulled out wide, which showed the influence that he had on the game. 2 assists as well. So I think he had a decent game for his first game back. But he will need to be a lot better if he starts against Hull to keep his spot in the team. But I would start him every single week out on the left. Simple as that. Good to see the youth get a goal yesterday, says Swish. It was good to see the youth get a goal yesterday. Right, do you guys think the rusty start in yesterday's game was down to the lack of a rotation in the team? We haven't rotated this team an awful lot over the last couple of months. Do you think the rusty start was down to the fact that a lot of these players didn't have minutes under their belt? Or was the rusty start down to the way that Wigan played? What do you think about that? Get your comments in below. Should Jose have given some of these guys, Bastian Schweinsteiger, we saw how rusty he looked, Luke Shaw looked rusty. We've seen other players look rusty for Man United when they've come on. Was that because that we didn't give them an opportunity earlier on in the season? Is that an error by Jose, or are you just happy to finally see them in the team now? Would you like to see Bailey play against Hull City? If he's back and he's ready and he's not suffering from any fatigue or anything like that from the African Cup of Nations, I'd be happy to see him in there. Shaw needs game time, says Nahith Freds. Yes, I'd play him on Wednesday. The under-18s as our ball boys. I've seen someone comment that, and yeah, the under-18s as our ball boys. It's because Jose wants to speed up the game, isn't it? He said the ball boys before didn't really know football, whereas Angel Gomez and all the other under-18 lads will know how the game works. They'll know when to slow it down. They'll know when to speed it up. So, yeah, man. Apparently being a knobhead is controversial. That's a funny one. No energy with that. Pereira, to a lesser extent. Pogba. Yeah, Tank, like, we lacked that control in the middle of the park without those two there, didn't we? Michael Carrick as well, obvious miss. And I think Wigan do deserve a little bit of credit, but United played well yesterday. We got the win. That's all that matters in the end, isn't it? You've got to beat who's in front of you. We've seen with the way Tottenham handled Wickham. Yes, they eventually got through, but it was difficult. We've seen with Liverpool against Wolves. Anything can happen in the FA Cup, especially when you're resting players. And although United looked very rusty in that first half, I think eventually it was okay and we got over the line. So, yeah, man, I'm delighted with that. I'm happy to see Basti back in the team. Hopefully he gets more time on the pitch, says Chelsea. Yes, I hope that too. It's not a t-shirt, it's a jumper, but thank you, Joe. He is a knobhead, isn't he, Abhishek? Watch Royal Rumble, mate. No, I haven't watched wrestling consistently since I was about 10 or 11 now. Wow, probably about 12, 13. I used to watch it when I was in school. WWF WrestleMania days, for me, it was all about Stone Cold and The Rock, Undertaker, Kane, mad shit like that. It used to be quality. It used to be really quality. So I don't watch it anymore. I don't know if it's because I'm older or because it's been watered down quite a lot, but it just doesn't have that same effect for me anymore. So yeah, decent. Full-time racist. What's Copite Kieran on about today? Romero, though, who's dog shit. I don't think he's bad for a backup goalkeeper. I don't think he's bad at all for a backup goalkeeper. What do I think about the Young situations, asks Ahmed. I don't see anything wrong with Ashley Young starting games sometimes, but he's not a first team player for Man United, and for that reason I'm not surprised to see he's potentially off. At his age, with the way the money is in China, if he's got an offer for China or he's got an offer to go and play regular Premier League football, then I wouldn't knock him for taking it. He needs to go and play football, do you know what I mean? He's a professional footballer. His career's coming to an end. All of their careers are coming to an end if you think about it. But he is over 30 now. He's in the latter years of his career. He needs to make sure that he's playing, and even if it is just for a financial decision, he's on a good wage at Manchester United, so I don't know why it would be. Then yeah, man, go and do that. Copite Kieran talking absolute bollocks in the comments. When will Chung make his debut? I need to get my Mystic Ball out for that. Who do you want in the 5th round then? Guys, get your comments in below. Who do you want in the 5th round? Are you happy with the Bastian Schweinsteiger news? Ashley Young is off. Is that the right decision? Jose Mourinho played youth. Would you have ever imagined that at the start of the season? Who were your man of the matches? We're going to go through starting from Romero. What rating would you give Sergio Romero? I'd give him a 6.5. 6.5. He didn't have a great game, but he had a decent game. So I'd give him a 6.5. Yep, give him 6.5. Nathan. You see the difference is, yeah, I'm an adult, mate. I'm an adult. You know what I mean? Don't need to deal with trolls. It's that simple. It's that simple. That's why you just don't feed them. If you feed the trolls, they get bigger. So if you don't feed the trolls, it's nice, it's calm. Fucking hell. 7 says Chelsea, 6 says Joe, 7 says Tank Life, Motion says 2, Swish says 7, 6 says Ahmed, made a few mistakes says Joe, 6, 6, 6, 7, 3, 6, 6, yeah, I think my 6.5 for Romero is fair, to be honest. So Romero's got a 6.5, and then we'll move on to Timothy Fosu Mensah. Don't think he had the best of games. He wasn't great. He has played better for the first team, but I think he got forward quite well. And I'd give him a 6.5 to 7, something around there. What do you guys think? 6.5 to 7. Yeah? Timbo? What do you think? 6.5 to 7. 8 because he looks like me. I guess you're still talking about Sergio Romero, Super Zach. I'm not a troll, you knobhead. 7, 7, 7, 7, 6, 10, 5.5, 11, 5, 6.5, 10, 7, 6, 8. Yeah, his ball to Mkhitaryan was a fantastic cross, wasn't it? And on that note, I'll give him a 7. Sergio Fosu gets a 7. Then we're going to go with Smalling. What's Smalling getting, guys? Mikey Smalling scored a goal. Kept the clean sheet. You'd have to probably give him a 7.5, wouldn't you? I thought Rojo was good yesterday as well. Luke Shaw, I'd probably give a 6.5 or a 7. Rojo was quite good. Probably give him an 8. What do you guys think? Get your comments in below on your ratings for the defenders and the goalkeeper. Smalling 3. He scored a goal. Bloody hell. Abhishek's a 7.5. 6.9. He looks uncomposed. I can see what you're saying by that motion, to be honest. Guled says he's so shit. Mate, Rojo is a changed man, says Robert. Guy, sorry. Smalling gets a P45. Right. I'm giving a Rojo a 7.5. And I'm giving Luke Shaw a 7 based on your comments. Do you agree? Do you agree? Let me know in the comments below. So the back 5, Romero on a 6.5, Timbo 7, Shaw 7, Smalling and Rojo 7.5. What do you think about that, guys? Is any of those wrong? Should I increase some of them? What do you think about that? Let me know in the comments below about your ratings for the defenders. You got them ratings in for the defenders yet? No ratings for the defenders. Sure, 5.5. Ooh, 6.5. Ooh. Guled says, why is Smalling so crap this season? I think he's had a difficult time with fitness. Staying in the squad. Remember, he broke his toe. So, he obviously broke his toe. That was a setback. We've signed Eric Bailly. who has been fantastic for us this season. We've had Marcus Rojo, who's had a resurgence, and Philip Jones, who's had a resurgence. So we've now got 4 centre-halves fighting for their places. Now, it may be Jose Mourinho's instruction to Smalling is a little bit different to what Louis van Gaal have been. So he's been playing differently. What has been expected of him has been different. But Smalling still should have been performing better when he was given his chances. Now, it may be a case because of so much pressure, he hasn't been able to. And obviously, if that's the case, then that's his own fault. Timbo 6, Smalling 6, Rojo 8, Shaw 6. I don't think you can give Smalling a 6 when he scored, man. It was a very good header as well. Fuck's sake, man. Stop talking that shit. In the comments, you bells. Talking player ratings here. I agree with Live Forever anyway. Right then, we're moving on to Fellaini and Basti. I'll give them both a 7. I'll give Basti an 8. I thought he was my man of the match. Him or Marshall were my man of the match. What you saying then? What you saying? Where's Lindelof? Hashtag where's Lindelof? Thought he signed. When does the window close tomorrow? Is Rojo better than Smalling? He's been playing better than Smalling. He's not better than Smalling, I don't think. But he has been playing better than Smalling. Fellaini 7, Basti 8.5. This is Chelsea. Fellaini 7.5. Basti 7.5. Fellaini 7. Basti 8. Fellaini 7. Basti 12. I've got Fellaini 7 and Basti 8 here, so I'm going to stick with that. Now we're on to Mickey and Marshall. Listen, AK, if you're rating me, it's obviously at 11 out of 10, so just you may as well just save yourself the time and just allow it, mate. Hey, Mario's, there's nothing wrong with Nando's, mate. No one needs to lay off Nando's, let me tell you that. Mickey, 7.5. Shouldn't have missed that chance, but he missed one of them in the first half. Did get a goal. And he was very good player. He was one of our better players in the first half. Played decent in the second half. I've given Mickey a 7.5. Darren said Basti 9 just because it would be great to see him in a United shirt again. It's so funny when Fellaini scores. Martial 8 with a goal would have been 10. I agree with that, Omid. I've got Martial 8 here and Mickey 7.5 as well. Charles says going off Marshall's second half 7. Marshall 8.5. Mickey 8 says Victor. Mickey 8. Marshall 7 says Tan. What is Menando's sauce? Medium, but then I always get the hot sauce and the lemon and herb and the wild herb because I like all them sauces. Perinese as well has got to get done. All the time. So yeah, guys, if you've not subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button right about now. Like the funk soul, brother. So yeah, Mickey 7.5, Marshall 8. I think most of you agree with me on that point. And now Wayne Rooney, I'd give him a 6.5. What do you guys think about that? I don't think Rooney was bad, but I don't think he was great either. Mostyn, love you too, mate. So what would you give him? What are you giving him? Are you giving him 1? I'd give Rooney 1. Rooney's 6.5, man. 6.5. So, I'll go through my ratings. Guled, the preview for Hull is going to be tomorrow. So, I'm not going to talk about the whole game right now. So, Romero, Timbo, Smalling, Rojo, Shaw. We'll start off with their ratings. Romero, 6.5. Timbo, 7. Smalling, 7.5. Rojo 7.5, Shaw 7, Fellaini 7, Basti 8, Mickey 7.5, Marshall 8, Rooney 6.5. I think everybody pretty much agrees with that. I think I've seen some with 7 for Rooney, but most people saying they agree with Rooney's. So that's fair enough. 6.5 to 7 for Wayne Rooney. Let's say, shall we push Romero and Rooney's to 7? So no one's got a 6.5. I think we can do that today. Right then, we've got loads of 7s. Romero, Timbo, Shaw, and Fellaini on a 7. 7.5, and Rooney on a 7. 7.5 for Smalling, Rojo, and Mkhitaryan. But our 2 man of the matches today, as voted by you guys at home and me, because obviously I wrote it down. Sorry, well, I got it wrong. Who's the man of the match? Marshall and Basti. Marshall and Bastian's. How did we make? Did I leave out Mata? Oh my god. Oh my shit. Oh, for fuck's sake. How could I miss out Juan Mata? I thought there was 11 players there. Shit, I can't count today, guys. I can't count today. And because of that, Juan Mata gets a 7. Juan Mata gets a 7. Greetings from Armenia. Jazz Group says, you're from Armenia, just like that guy. Mkhitaryan. Oh, Mkhitaryan. Henrik Mkhitaryan is a midfield Armenian. Oh. Should have been Rojo man of the match, Shazali. Mata gets a 9 just to mess up the man of the match. Oh, man. Oh, Mata. I love you, mate. I absolutely love you. I don't know how I could forget Mata. Mata's like the guy you never forget. And I forgot him. It's like buying Christmas presents and then forgetting to buy your mum one. Who does that? Who does that? Who would forget to buy their mum a Christmas present? That's basically what I just did. I forgot Juan Mata. As a result, Juan Mata gets a 10. Ahmed, Mohammed and... Ahmed, huh? Ahmed said it twice. Ahmed and Mohammed say 7.5. Are you high, fam, says KJ. Maybe. Who's the greatest player in the Premier League? Asked Vikram. Ishu wam wam wan, ishu wam wan. Who's the greatest player? Shubham says, stop drinking coffee out of your plastic cup. You know what's crazy, yeah, guys? I got some funny shit in this phone. I'm going to show you guys some exclusive. Do you want to see some exclusive, guys? Of me and Mata. That has never been released ever before. Watch this shit. Watch this shit. Yeah! That is me and Ander Herrera singing the Herrera song with Herrera jumping on me and Juan Mata kicking a ball at me. How amazing is that, guys? How amazing is that, guys? For that one reason only, yeah, I'm going to get a pull-up of this. This is going to get the pull-up. The pull-up of all pull-ups. You ready? Who's ready? Who's ready? Who's ready? Hey! Madness. Madness. Alright, let's find some other stuff. Some other exclusives. You want to see some exclusives? What other exclusives have I got on here? I had some more exclusives, yeah. But I can't find it. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Oh, man. Here's basically. Hi guys, welcome to Full Time Devils. I'm Adam McKola. Here's Sam Homewood, and today this video, yeah, never made it out. It never made it out. Oh, man. So gutted. So gutted that video never made it out. But guys, thank you for watching us today. Yeah, thank you for watching us today. Man of the match for the Wigan and the Wigan game was Martial and Bastian Schweinsteiger. They both got an 8. So thank you for joining us today. Thank you for getting your player ratings in. Anthony Martial scored, well, never scored. He got 2 assists. Will he start on Wednesday? Get your comments in below. Will Jose Mourinho honour his promise and play him on Wednesday if he scores well here? Bastian Schweinsteiger is staying, so get your comments in below. Ricardo, I remember that celebration against Yeovil as well. It was absolutely amazing. Luke Shaw, will he keep his spot in the team? Do you think he impressed Jose Mourinho? Jose Mourinho played youth, Joel Pereira, Tuanzebe, Timothy Fosu Mensah. Has Jose Mourinho changed? Bastian Schweinsteiger is staying, he'll be in the Europa League squad. Ashley Young could be off. And who do you want in the 5th round of the FA Cup? Make sure you get your comments in below on all that stuff. I'll be back later on today at 7:15 p.m. on, that's UK time, on Full Time Devils, 7:15 p.m. for the FA Cup draw. So make sure you join us there. For now though, guys, I've been Adam McKola. This has been Adam McKola TV. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. For now, I'm out of here.